as you know, testing is very important, and I always say testing is where you bring the value, right? Because there's value in testing, you know. So when we do a talk, I always tell the docs, add the value in the testing. Well, this is an in-office test called the Meta-Oxy. You'll see it in the program.
See it in the PowerPoints and in the training as well.
Everything.
For the live talk.
We want in this talk for you to understand what the Meta-Oxy does, and you know, obviously you can watch and you will watch the patient portion where we educated the patient, but this is educating you on how to do the test in your office. So your staff was probably doing the test, doc, and also how to bring value to it. First of all, how to bring value to it, I think, is important. Because,
that's the most important
you know, one of the things I always say to do is in a talk say, look, this test, and you'll see me do that in the patient video, this test is worth at least $1,000 to $2,000. Why? Because it actually shows the cause of why people don't feel well. And that really is cellular inflammation. And honestly, tests show that this is 50 times more accurate than a blood test to show inflammation. You know, in part of this program, we want to offer blood inflammation markers, but this is something very specific to the cell. So,
and every office can do this.
Yeah, every office can do this. So whether you can run blood or not, this is an in-office test that all of our doctors do. You know, we love these type of tests because they're so simple, but yet they offer so much value.
Bring so much value.
That's right. So, all right, that's the value portion. We're looking at cellular inflammation, really cellular oxidation, which, you know, translates into inflammation. So the Meta-Oxy, you can mess this test up. One of the ways is if you don't fill it exactly to 1 milliliter. So if you're shy of that or that. So we want to be very specific with our patients, as you will see that I am.
And you can even, when you have your patients do this isn't urine, although I pretended on the live video that it was for the patient side, is just show the patient with water what you need. Have one of these extra in your office.
Yeah.
And then you can bring it up to right to that, you know, view it beforehand, right to that 1 milliliter mark. Remember the meniscus, guys?
Oh, and by the way, that is urine. So, and let me bring up some points.
There it is.
So you want to tell your patient not to drink a lot of alcohol. If they have, just schedule the test another day, have them come back in the night before. You don't want them drinking a lot of alcohol. A glass of wine's not going to throw the test off. But if they went out and had too many, like Warren did last night, I'm kidding. Then you definitely want to
have a glass of wine, Dr. Pompa.
Yeah, no, I was kidding. But no, and then also if they exercise, if they just came in that day, they did a lot of exercise that morning, put it on another day. That too could throw the test off.
Well, let's go through the test just from A to Z, I guess, would be the best way to do this for you guys. But the Meta-Oxy, it's a trademarked systemic formula has actually put this together for us because we looked at
so
another
where do you
company.
Get it?
That's where we get it as well. And the other company, you know, charged too much for it. We wanted a great option for you guys, for all the doctors around the country, to put this in every office to measure the cause of dysfunction, true cellular detoxification, and building value, why they're doing true cellular detox. So you can buy these in 10 packs. What's inside of these kits, if I can open it up, oh yeah, I can. I could break it, is rubber gloves for the patient.
Wait till you guys watch the patient video. Hilarious.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
They're tough to put on. That's the deal. So you put this on, and really this is what the patient would do, not to, you know.
I can't believe he's going at these gloves. Wait till you see the patient video. It was like the O.J. Simpson trial, and he didn't even get my joke.
Well, I think a lot, you know, for your female patients, I mean, it's a little tougher, you know, a little more complicated, but this protects, you know, for them getting, obviously, urine on their hand, but also from contaminating the sample, because you don't want to put, you know, oils or whatever else that you may have. So it's pretty simple. There'll be 10 of these vials, 10 of the pipettes,
You know, as of right now,
and 10 of these little cups.
The way the Systemic sells them, it's only $4 a test.
Yeah, right around there.
You know, I mean, and it, like I said, that could change. That's not our doing if it changes. But my point of saying that is that there's so much value to this test, and it's a really important part of the program. And you're going to have patients who just change. I mean, no doubt within that 3 months, within a month, they'll change. It's up to you whether you want to do it once a month or beginning and end. Really, that doesn't matter as much. But some people aren't going to change, and you'll hear me talk about that in the patient video. Those are typically very toxic people who really need to continue to do some detox. So they could do 3 months, wait a month or two, do another 3-month program. They typically need more detox. Go ahead, finish the test.
this is a great resource. It's in your resources in the patient section. I'll even have it put it down here in the doctor resource. It really goes through what the test is to educate you on about it. Don't get into too much of the details, guys, when you're educating your patient. It's just a measure of cellular inflammation. It's in the training.
Simple as that.
Keep it simple. So it's a pretty simple situation. You would hand the patient a rubber glove. You might want to warn them of the difficulty of that, because you'll see in the video I had some trouble. It actually.
So you're sending them to the bathroom with
Yep.
what? This.
You're sending them with these things. No, not with that. That one has water in it.
Oh.
So you send them to the bathroom and say, just put a small amount of urine in here. It's a very, very small amount. Let them know that they don't fill this thing all the way up. Say, put about a quarter in it, because you might come back and they'll be out spilling urine all over your office. So be very specific. Just put a little bit in the bottom of urine in that, and ask them some of the questions. Did you go out drinking last night? Did you have a hard workout this morning? Why don't we wait until the next time you're in the office? Just a small amount of urine. Place it in there. In the bathroom, they'll do the pipetting and show them beforehand, but it is pretty simple. We'll do the pipetting again. They bring it up to, tell them to bring it up to 1 milliliter. Make sure you're there. Once you're there, let off. They'll put it in. You explain to them, do that in the bathroom, take the valve off, put the cap back on, bring that out to me in 1 to 3 minutes. We'll evaluate the colorimetric analysis of this. This is chemistry. This is what I did for a living with master's degree. This is colorimetric testing. So the reagent is reacting to the was it lipids?
Yeah, it's like the cell membrane's a lipid membrane, and it really, that maltaldehyde is given off when it's oxidizing. So the fat oxidation is giving off the maltaldehyde, and that's what we're measuring. And then we want to be normal is 1 or 2. 3 is on the edge, right? And obviously, if someone gets up to 5, 6, and 7, that's someone with more severe inflammation. I mean, if they're a 6 or a 7, they're going to come down that scale in 3 months, no doubt. But to get them to 1 or 2, they're going to probably need more 3-month programs. And obviously, to the level that someone's following the program, are they doing the diet with the detox? If someone's doing this test, they did it at a time where they were still in the detox. That could throw it off a little bit too. So, even waiting a few days after, or even a week after they're done with the detox, could also give a lower test. But most people you're going to see progress down, there's no doubt. And again, there are those people that are going to be stuck up here that have more stressors. And again, I think that's another point. It's any stress can drive inflammation, and I make that point again and again to the patient. But any type of stress, emotional, physical, or chemical, we're dealing with chemical. Physical subluxation, we're removing as well. But what about emotional? Yes, that can also affect this test. Typically, it's more transient, coming and going. Chronic chemical subluxation is typically what drives this to the right, keeps it to the right. But most people are going to progress down. Anything you want to say on that?
Well, one of the important things, I'm always looking at it from a marketing perspective. Your health participants, your clients, your patients, they will love this. They want to know whether they have cellular inflammation. We built so much value into this test, into cellular inflammation. They're going to be really concerned, about this. So when that happens, and there's going to be a Q&A available for you as well. But what do you do when a patient has a 6 or a 7 and they're upset? And we can answer some of those questions for you as they come up.
There you go. Yep.
But that's really key. So just continue to understand that your patient, your client, your health participant, whatever you call them, really knows this value. So you really have to continue to understand that in their eyes versus your eyes. This is just a simple, urine test, but to them, this is life-changing. This is world-changing, and you need to have that attitude about it when you're the true cellular detox expert, certified expert in your office. If you're that person for the doctor in your office, if you're the lead, man, you got to understand this is life-changing. Your patients are really going to watch this. They're going to really believe that it's telling them, and it is, but they're going to have a huge belief in this. So you have to have a strong belief in it too. You need to do it, of course, on yourself.
No doubt.
So everyone in my office, our office, a corporate office, has done it.
Yep.
And multiple times.
That's right. Okay, well, there you have it. Build value in the testing, and we'll see you on the next training video.